Today I'm going to show you a database called Explora, and first I went to my school's RICAT page and I'm going to click on askri.org, and it's going to bring me to a page with a bunch of other databases appropriate for elementary school or even secondary school, and I'm going to click on Explora for schools and libraries, and as you can see it says it's an EBSCO-host experience, which we know is a reliable database, and I'm going to click on primary schools because I work in an elementary school. And as you can see, the page itself is very user-friendly for children, and they can search by categories if they're not really sure what they're looking up, and it will bring up a bunch of different options. This one's biographies, and you can see a bunch of historical and public figures that are well known listed in alphabetical order by their last name. But what I really want to do is an advanced search today. So first I'm going to type in Lincoln, Abraham. You could type it the other way too, it doesn't matter. And I am going to hit search, and it's going to bring me back 10,000 results, which is a bit too many. So the first thing I can do to narrow it down is to search by subject instead of leaving it open to any field, which has text, author, title, so anything that has his name in it would pop up. And that just brings me too many. So now it's already narrowed down to about 1,500 results. And down here on the side you can see that you can limit it by source type, and the icons for the sources are really child-friendly as well. They're a little bit more colorful and artistic than the ones in the regular EBSCO host. And you can limit it by publication date. And you can also limit it by the lexile range, which is really important in an elementary school where you have varying abilities of readers in your class, and you really need to get them appropriate reading materials so that they're not frustrated or it's not too easy for them. So those are all of the limiters on the side, but I'm actually going to show you how to do a Boolean search to narrow this down even more. So there's a lot of information on Abraham Lincoln, but I specifically want to know about his death. So I'm going to type in Ford Theater and hit search, and it's going to narrow it down to 10 results for me. And now I'm going to do John Wilkes Booth, and and click subject as well and search, and it's going to narrow it down to 6 results for me. So I can see that there's some reports here, there's some magazine articles, and I'm going to click on a report because I found a feature in here that's really useful, and that is the read aloud feature. And you just press play, and it takes a minute to load depending on how long the article is, but if you give it a minute, it will actually highlight the words, and this is really useful for struggling readers or kids that need to be kept on task.
Ford's Theater. Related items. Ford's Theater circa 1865. On April 14,
So it will read the whole article to you. On the side you've got a bunch of options here. I really like this one. You can send the article to Google Classroom, and you can even have the students read the exact article. You might create a prompt or a question to go with it and have them submit it back to you. So that's an interesting feature that I really like. And you can also teach them how to do the different formats of citations, and you can save it, you can email it, you can create notes where you type in various things about the article and it will keep it with it. I want to quickly show you what truncation is. So I've typed in WHAL with an asterisk because I want to learn something about whales or narwhals or whaling, but I'm not quite sure what. So I put an asterisk there because it's going to bring up anything that has the beginning of the word. And as you can see, we have whales, whaling, right whale, and I can choose from the different things and do the same limitations as I had done before. One last thing I want to talk about is the For Educators tab up here at the top, and this is especially helpful for teachers because it gives a lesson plan for how to introduce the Explora database to students, especially for teacher librarians. And the other aspect is that if you come over to this Valuable Sites for Teachers and click on the Learning Network, it brings you to the New York Times page, and if you click on how to use this site, it will tell you how to use it within the classroom, and there's various activities for students, quizzes, crossword puzzles, writing prompts, and it has relevant articles, and we know the New York Times is a worthy source, and this is all how it can be used in the classroom. So I hope you learned something new today from this database. I really enjoyed learning about it, and I can't wait to use it it in my classroom.